The Lang Show is sponsored by my favorite bartender workout. I'm positive I'm lazy. I'm positive I'm lazy. I'm positive I'm lazy. If this is your idea of positive self-talk, my favorite bartender workout is for you. Hi, welcome to the Lang Show. I just got back from my cool bike ride out to Sheepshead Bay and Coney Island and out a little further, and it was really fun to be on my bike again. As you might remember, I haven't been on my nice bike for a long time, and I love wearing my spinning shirt when I'm going out cycling because I don't really do spinning classes in the gym, but I love to ride my bike outside. Anyway, welcome to the Lang Show. A couple of things to talk about. Where I'm at with the countdown to turning 55. Squat-o-meter is the big thing for today, and a little bit on eating and a little bit more on biking. So anyway, today is day 325, 365 to 55, and today's 325. And I got a couple of days off from personal training because people are gone. It's the end of August, so had a little time to myself. Working on the biking, the long distance cycling. And that brings to mind our trip to Copenhagen a few weeks ago. I posted some videos that you might have seen. Being a biker for transportation, it was just a beautiful thing. These wide open streets, wide sidewalks, and you get to an intersection and 20, 30, 40 bicycles pull up in their work clothes, nice and easy, no stress, no helmets for the most part, and everybody stops on their bikes. They wait for the traffic to go by, and then the cars go, the bikes go, and it's like this beautiful symphony of movement and respect, not the crazy. I feel like in New York City it's like gnats, there's bikes all over and people all over, and it's making me constantly be better as a cyclist and a pedestrian to respect each other. So that was really fascinating. I want to talk about the concept of squatology. And that might be a wrong word, but squat-o-meter. I really want us all to be better at getting up and down off of chairs. Because I talk about this a lot with my parents who are old, talk about it a lot at workshops. In the workshop last week, we talked about integrated movement assessments and why can't people get down very deeply, and are you supposed to lose range of motion because you get older? And I know walking is touted as a huge fundamental exercise, and it's fantastic. I propose, however, that we also need to be able to get up. Because if you can't get up, you ain't going for a walk. So here's my challenge. Like they have the pedometers where you measure how many steps you take each day. Why don't we start counting how many squats you do each day? So for example, simple squat, I don't care where your hands are, I don't even care how far down you go. Just do a nice, decent squat. So when you do a squat, make sure your butt goes back and your knees go forward a little bit. Don't just let your knees go forward. Don't just let your butt go back. Your ankles gotta bend, your knees gotta bend, and your hips gotta bend or flex on a squat. So for example, sitting down into the chair and getting up. Sitting down, using your arms to help you get up if that's what you need. Or how about standing behind a chair, actually putting your hands on the chair and squatting down, standing. So I just knocked out about 10, 12 squats just demonstrating that. Couple of tips. When you're at the office during the day, every hour, get up and down off your chair 10 times. You could knock out 60, 70 squats by the time you get home. You want to watch TV? No problem. During the commercials, do 5 squats, do 10 squats. Start with something and then gradually increase from there as we continue talking about this in other shows. Another thing I want to talk about is dinner ideas. So, my family is German, and so it is still customary, that's how my parents still do it now, is they eat a good breakfast, and then they eat their main hot meal at lunchtime, at noon time. when my father did manual labor, it was also customary to have a second breakfast in between there at like 10 a.m. With a beer, and then continue the manual labor. But anyway, when it got time to dinner, it was really cool. And this is my favorite dinner of all times. So we called this a breil when I was a kid growing up, because my parents are German-Hungarian, and it's a dialect meaning board. So we have these nice wooden boards, and at dinner time, you sort of think about like harvesting a garden, right? So you get some great bread, some different kinds of lettuces or greens, and then anything that you can get your hands on. I love raw veggies. And I would have a bigger piece of board. I just got this from Budapest last year, so that's why I like using it. But think cheese, scallions, fresh tomatoes, cucumbers, any kind of other raw veggies or steamed veggies, corn on the cob. You could do some cold cuts. You could do some seafood. So you just have this beautiful array of fresh and light dishes for the summertime especially. But it's a great way to eat lighter towards the end of the day. Lastly, I just want to say that I'm going to do another favorite bartender workout, probably outside somewhere in my neighborhood in the next couple of days. So look for that, and until next time, I'll see you. This is the Lang Show.